Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the North Texas Mean Green taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Off from the shotgun. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Under fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. North Texas could see if they can get a chunk play here on 2nd and inches. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The throw with the catch. It's Young. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Leaves it with the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Got a man. It's Jackson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. He's got him.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, and keeps it on pace for success.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Connection to the right. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
But when you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
On first and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. Gets the back moving. From the gun. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give them the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. shotgun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tripped up for the tackle. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball?
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Fenwick. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
Got it. Here we go.
He'll do it himself on the draw. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Get set. Get set.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Catch in the middle. It's Finley. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field.
Here we go.
We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Hand off from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up 4th down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, but he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Complete out of the backfield. Across the 25. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Touchdown, North Texas. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. He does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The play action fake. Dances away. Complete to the right. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down.
When when you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Yankee blue. Spire.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He's in open space downfield. Makes it past the marker. He stopped it, forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Finley. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. He's going to run it. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force it.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Green 25.
The give to the back. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They punted away on 4th down. Now on the return. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. A Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. At the 40, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Red pass, it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
North Texas really has it going on offense.
42 Spiders, go!
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. North Texas in the hurry up. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Mean Green. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. The quick out. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Belly stunner. Lasso.
Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Baker. Shoots it to the left. Working that wide receiver screen. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Gives it on the option. Got some room there under the goal line. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They take the lead with the 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Grab near the marker. It's Young. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10.
Green 25. 691. Gators score.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 45, on its way. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, North Texas. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up 14 over Tulane. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
I love it.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Mean Green. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On to attempt the try. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Baker. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Wiggins. Still running at the 40. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route. And because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Wilkerson. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Getting those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll run play action. Keeps looking downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield. It's Baker. Touchdown Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Snatches it on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Hawkins. Finds a crease at the 20. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He smashes his way through again.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. All of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
On the run, it's Wiggins. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Coming up, 4th down.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He wants to change this route. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Inside the touchdown, North Texas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. They're trailing by 11 to Kentucky. And we'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do here.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Baker. Throwing right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew that they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.